Hello everyone from Tony, the Scout Ghost. Let's talk about Pico and in particular about upcoming Pico device. So we know that Pico is going to launch a new headset. A few months ago it launched the Pico Neo 3 Link. That was a new headset, but actually not new from a hardware standpoint because it was the same as the Pico Neo 3 Pro, but it was new in the sense it was targeting consumers for the first time since Pico always focused about enterprise. So at level virtual, Pico said, okay, now we're also trying to target consumers with this new headset, the Pico Neo 3 Link, that people in Europe can download and can buy, and of course download the updates later on, give feedback so that we can improve the device, and enjoy something that looks like the first true Quest 2 competitor. But while doing this launch, they also teased about that people that would have bought the Pico Neo 3 Link would have had a discount on the upcoming headset. So they already basically said, this is a test for consumer VR. Get this headset, and then you can have the real one, the real consumer-oriented one, the real one that wants to compete with Meta with a discount. So there was a lot of mystery about this upcoming headset, and last week, Janko Rodgers from Protocol spotted an FCC filing with mentions about the Pico 4 and Pico 4 Pro. So it's interesting, first of all, there was not a Neo word that usually was the name of all the Pico headsets, but just Pico 4 and Pico 4 Pro. In these FCC filings, we don't discover super disruptive info, but we anyway are able, first of all, to see the first picture we have about the Pico 4, and in it you can see some features of the device and then also some info in the documents. On the picture that you can see here, we can see that first of all there are integrated speakers on the right. The headset looks smaller than the other devices. You can see that looks like this, so like big sunglasses maybe, and also the lenses are quite different for the other ones. Probably they hint at a higher FOV, but it's not clear without any other data. What's for sure is that looking at other schematics of the device in these pictures that I showed to you, we can see that the device is also pretty slim. So it's not only small like in this dimension, but also not that thick. So this hints at the fact that the lenses are pancake lenses and this device is quite small, so a bit like the upcoming Cambria. So probably this is a Cambria competitor. The other info that we get is that it runs Android Q, it has Wi-Fi and has Bluetooth, but that's kind of standard, so it doesn't surprise me. Another thing that is important is that it looks like a Cambria competitor, but actually it comes in two flavors. So it's not like Cambria just is one device, according to the rumors and the info we have, but it's two devices. So it's Pico Neo 4 and Pico Neo 4 Pro. So probably the idea may be the one to release two devices, one that can compete with the Quest 2 and another one more expensive with eye tracking and face tracking that are the features of the Pro device that can compete with Cambria. That could be a very smart idea from Pico. But the real deal of today is that we have, for the first time, two pictures of the upcoming controllers of the Pico 4. So, I got these pictures because last time when I published on my newsletters about the news of the Pico 4 Sport and FCC filing, I asked the community, if you have more info, please share them with me. Of course, no one replied, but today, surprisingly, someone sent me via email some pictures of the controllers of the headset. So this is something I really thank you for sending me, because it shows the love the community has for me. And in these pictures that are clearly, from the high quality they have, are clearly marketing pictures that have been leaked, we can see that controllers. And I think that on one side, pretty normal pictures that are not super exciting. On the other side, instead, they show us something that may hint at something bigger. Let me explain. So seeing at these pictures, you can see that these controllers are just standard controllers. They have the usual trigger button, the grip button, they have the thumbstick, they have two AB buttons, they have the menu button, and they have also another button that usually Pico headsets, since the Neo 2 at least, they always have traditional menu buttons, system buttons. One of them this time has a camera drone in it, so probably is the button to take screenshots of the experience you're playing. And apart from that, that's why I'd say nothing special. It's the classical controller scheme. So it's something you take in the hand, have the usual controllers with the usual controls. But on the other side, it's interesting to see, for instance, that these are not similar to the touch controllers and are not similar to the leaked camera controllers. Looks very ergonomic, looks very elegant, and what I found it impressive is that the design of the controllers is very sleek and polished. So I don't know if they didn't go for the inside tracking solution of Meta because Pico has not the technology to do that. But it's interesting that if the Neo 3 look really like the Quest, most probably the Pico 4 won't look like Cambria. And what's other thing that is interesting is that the design is really cool. And this is new because usually Pico, that was born as an enterprise VR company, has always been very practical in this device. So things that work, but they were never super beautiful or polished. They were really had an essential design. But this time the controllers look very ergonomic, very polished, very cool. And even if I don't have pictures of the headset, I can imagine if the controllers are like this, most probably also the headset will be polished, very well designed and cool. And this is something that is very intriguing because it shows that ByteDance, that is the owner of Pico, is very serious in competing with Meta. And if Meta tries to offer polished products, also ByteDance now will try to offer very polished products. And this is something that is quite new and shows the seriousness of ByteDance in trying to compete with with Oculus and Meta. So this is what I found the most interesting about these pictures. It's really a commitment to do something sleek, something cool. And the other thing exactly is that it won't be like Cambria. And even the true prices that have been spotted in the FCC filings to tires, to items, show that Pico is not really following totally Meta in this. So this is what we have learned today, and I think it's already pretty interesting. I thank you for watching this video, and especially thank you of the community for sending me this info about the Pico 4. If you have more info or images or whatever to share, please contact me. You can find my contact info here in the description. And whatever case, I really invite you to subscribe to my channel, to donate me on Patreon, to make me happy sharing this video or the related article. And I wish you a great day in AR and VR.